I wanted to give you a quick overview of our construction scheduling software. We've done everything possible to make the process of scheduling uh, labor, equipment, materials to the job site as easy as possible. So looking at this now, this is your main menu. So each one of these white boxes, that represents a job site. So if you look at job site 1, for example, up at the top you've got the contract that it's assigned to. You've got the lead man who has responsibility for the job. You've got your labor, you've got your equipment, you've got your materials, you have your description, and you have the materials that are set to dispatch to this job site. So we've made this as easy as possible. If you look over on the left here, this is basically a list of your assets. So what you have here, you have on top you have employees, then you have equipment, then you have rental, and then you have materials. These you add into the system up here with this add asset function. So once you get your materials in here, your scheduling now, it just becomes a matter of dragging the asset onto the job. So we set this up so when you add an employee to a job, it'll dim that employee out so he doesn't get double assigned. Now he could be, but yeah, we want you to be able to know about it. So basically, let's say you want to add a piece of equipment to, say, a job site. You would just take that green ball here, drag it over, and drop it on the job, and that would add that piece of equipment to that job. So it's just as easy as that, getting this set up. Now this is an online system, so you can think of this as being reflected throughout your entire company. In other words, in an application like this, you've got one person assigned to dispatch, you've got one person assigned to accounting, you've got your various lead men, and everybody's involved in this. So this becomes extremely simple way to manage 15 to 20 job sites, 50 to 100 guys, and all kinds of equipment. So you have one simple view, and it's easy to add and delete people. So extremely simple system. So we've got, this is today, July 21st. This is our setup for the day. So everybody's assigned to these various jobs, the equipment, dispatch, it's all tied together. So you can hit this button here and you can go like to yesterday, and you can see yesterday's setup. So if you look, let's go back to today now. If you look at job site 1, this is assigned, the lead man is Ray. So I click the lead man's button. Now I've got his view. So you have to keep in mind that the lead man has got a tablet and he's out in the field. So if I look at this job now from the lead man's perspective, he's going to have all the provisions to record his labor in here. For example, he has all his cost codes. He has whether extra work or main ticket. He has his labor type, and he has, like, if you put 8 hours in here and press enter, then he's added 8 hours to that employee. So he can flip this down here for, say he's got overtime, 8 hours overtime, 8 hours of straight time, 2 hours overtime. He can do that, or say he's working on a different cost code or whatever. He's got his materials assigned here. He's got his dispatch. If you look at this, this is the equipment there, the materials that are dispatched to this job site on this day. It tells him that concrete's coming at 9 a.m. So this is invaluable. This particular company, they've got somebody that works this dispatch log, which is a separate system for dispatch. It's included in this. So this also, it tells you the weather and the daily schedule. So the lead man with very little work can update this, and then say these are the this creates a daily report. So these go against this job. So you can come down here to this section. This is called the field report. So let's say we're going to go back 3 days. We click this button here. So this is the field report for that day. So you can see, looking at this field report, you've got everything you need here. So this is beautiful. If you come up against, in California here, it's called EDD. If you come up against a situation like that, you've got everything. You've got the employees, you've got the weather, you've got everything going on for that day. And these field reports, they go in the system, and they're just part of the software. So now, from an accounting perspective, your accountant comes along, and they operating out of their house or whatever, and they go to the daily setup, and they can click this daily hours report here. Now this is a report, financial report for the day. So this boils it down, and this is all the activity for the day. So what they can do down here is they can hit create spreadsheet, and that'll make a spreadsheet of the day's activities, and that they can use that to go into their Sage or QuickBooks or whatever they're using. So we can go back to daily setup. We can click on job sites. So now job sites, these are all the jobs in the system. So you can see these are in accordion view, so you can go right down here and you can open these up and look at them. And you have all your field reports. So it's an extremely easy system to use. So there it is. If you could use something like this, be sure to call me. My name's John Mills. I wrote the system. My number is 714-368-1500. We'll get you fixed up. This software has been online and working and supporting companies for over 10 years now. So this is a real good system if you're running multiple crews.